Right, hello everyone, welcome back. Hope you had a great day. I assume you watched the clip of me beating the dancing dragon. So the reason why I decided to just show you the clip, actually, but let's just wait here, and not with any commentary or anything, is because I did actually record full set of recordings, but I decided to just scratch them because 3 episodes of that wouldn't be very fun. I did spend a lot of time talking about what I think about Elden Ring from the perspective of the DLC fight versus the base game. I'll give you a summary. Essentially, I think this boss fight is really cool. However, I've heard and read that, without spoilers of course, that, and I agree, I actually brought it up with someone I know, that I feel like this boss fight really highlights the weakness of how FromSoft codes Souls games. From the perspective of camera, controls, relative positioning to your enemy when you're locked on, how the game functions when you are near a wall, and mismatch between the visuals of the boss and hitboxes and all that stuff. I'm not gonna spend too long talking about it, because Souls, FromSoft, Dark Souls tryhards, they will just be like, they'll just white knight that stuff and say, get good. Although, you can't use that argument, because I beat this boss without using any boosters. I think I'm under-leveled, with nothing overpowered. I guess the curve, jumping attack on curve is a little bit overpowered. So, keep my skill level out of your goddamn mouth. Nobody gets to smack talk my attempt there. That was almost as vanilla as it gets. However, that being said, I'm really looking forward to seeing some speedrunners do this boss. I'm talking like proper no hit with a dagger, whatever, run off this. It should be really good. I don't know what kind of guides or videos are out on this. I suspect there's probably some, because I'm betting a lot of people are struggling with this. I don't want to see some nonsense about baiting out this attack and baiting out one attack to punish it and then dodging all the other attacks. I want to see a proper no-hit, dodge everything speedrun of this boss. I think that would be fun. Anyways, I think this boss is really cool. However, I don't think this game can keep up with bosses like that. With that kind of movement, with that kind of hitboxes and everything. I thought Elden Ring solved the camera issue and all the other stupid issues that really make Souls games unenjoyable to play, specifically for FromSoft. But I've realized during my practice sessions with this boss that in reality what has happened is that FromSoft has just tuned down the intensity of boss fights in Elden Ring base game. I'm looking back at it compared to this boss, this dancing dragon, maybe with the exception of Malekith, but even Malekith doesn't really reach this level of intensity. I think they just tuned down the bosses. Which is why I don't think the bosses in Elden Ring are actually that hard to begin with. But this one was quite challenging. And as much as I think it's cool, as I said, I do not think Elden Ring can keep up. And if every boss fight is gonna be like this, I'm willing to predict that a lot of people have had or are going to have a really shitty time with the DLC. Because you get a lot of that Dark Souls, shitty coding, shitty controls, shitty camera, baggage into Elden Ring, something that hasn't been a problem for most of the base game of Elden Ring. I'm not gonna spend too much time shitting on it. The people that defend it, they will defend it. The people that dislike it, they will dislike it either way. Just know that that's my opinion. I am a bit surprised. I was really under the impression that FromSoft made a giant leap forward, stepping away from that old school, crappy Dark Souls design, and we're moving to creating something a bit more responsive, something more crisp, something more in the vein of Sekiro and Armored Core. And if you really have no idea what I'm talking about, just go play Sekiro and you will, in my opinion, understand. Sekiro is like the best game I've played in a long time. But anyways, no, not anyways, but what I've realized playing this boss, and probably playing the rest of the bosses here, is that they just under-designed the bosses in Elden Ring. And when you get presented with a boss like this, that is this intense, the weaknesses of their design philosophies and their coding really starts shining, and the game starts cracking. During this fight, the game Elden Ring did not feel anywhere near as good as it felt when playing the base game. Despite the fact that the boss is probably one of the coolest bosses in Elden Ring so far. So yeah, I hope that makes sense. Let's see what the rest of the game brings. Anyways, let's talk a little bit about what I beat the boss with. I did try out some other things. I did try out Bleed. Bleed worked as well, to be honest. Bleed the curved blades. I did try out the Ghost Flame blade. The speed was the same, approximately the same for me as the backhand blade. But I'm genuinely surprised by the power difference between the backhand blade and the curved sword. The curved sword, especially with its jumping attack, is just miles ahead. Even without this, I just put this on last minute because I started getting quite comfortable with the fight, and I figured I could dodge most of the stuff. Even though in my attempt I misdodged quite a bit, several headbutts that hit me right in the face. I was just really going through the motion there. I wasn't really focusing on beating it. I was just focusing on practicing. I was just recording my practice attempts. And then I just, I was getting really close every time. But in the end I beat it. But yeah, I'm pretty confident I could recreate the result if I wanted. But I don't feel like doing it, so. Anyways. The weapon. First, let's talk about Glint Blade Phalanx. Really good Ash of War. That Ash of War is really good. I need to read about the skill to see if I actually need to have intelligence in order to get the poise damage, or if I can just use it as is. Like, use it on a non-int build. Actually, let's check. What kind of imbuement can I have on this? If I do this, I can technically just go with pure physical and use the... I'm actually thinking about it. It's just a really good Ash of War. Helped stagger the boss. Surprisingly good. Let's see the speed difference between the spell and the Ash of War. Also, I'm really thinking about speccing away from sorceries, to be honest. They're just not hitting me. They're just not tickling the right spot, if you know what I mean. Nowhere near as fun as the incantations. Yeah, that's it. Right, let's see. Great Blade? Is that the one? Flint blade. Okay, and wait, why did I suddenly get 4? Oh, it's always 4. Ah, that one's definitely slower. It's not the same though. Either way, really cool Ash of War. Might convert to using it. Anyways, let's keep playing with the new weapon a little bit, because we are playing the DLC, and I don't think you guys just want to see jumping curve blades. I'm sure there exists a lot of that already online. It's blatantly strong. Anyways, let's proceed. What do we get? Divine Beast Head. Let's compare. That has to be huge, right? Yeah. Ritual headwear in the form of a divine beast's head used to perform the lion dance, worn by the very finest of the sculpt keepers. Alas, it no longer responds to the old woman's earnest prayers. Divine invocation heightens intensity of the storm alongside strength and dexterity, but reduces the restorative effect of drinking from flask of a sacred tear. Of sacred tears. Focus is also trouble. Interesting. That's the second item that has this penalty to focus and penalty to flask drinking. What? That is hella ugly. That's all I have to say about that. But strength dex, not bad, actually. Not bad at all. Right, and the remembrance. Let's see. I just realized I used up all my mausoleums because I was thinking I was going to do a second playthrough before I did this, so that's a bit of an issue, but oh well. Remembrance of the Dancing Lion, the power of the okay. When the Impaler's army assailed the tower, the ritual of the lion dance was turned towards martial ends. Its divinity, its fury, its light-footed beauty. Okay. Also figured we might as well try one thing here. If we... Where's the scream? There. Shriek of Sorrow. Oh, it doesn't exist in magic. Interesting. Okay. Any follow-up to that? Okay, so boosts damage based on missing HP, that's what it was. Right, let's remove it. Where's the backhand? Put on the magic. Then, here we go. Actually, we might get a cool weapon here. Swap 2. Equipment of champions? Anything? Wow. Lame. I mean, we did get the helmet. Raises what? A charm depicting the crazed cavorting dance of the divine beast. Cavorting beast to conduct a tower festival. Raises potency of storms. Divine beasts are messengers of the heavens and their rage mirrors the tumult of the skies, of which storms are the pinnacle. So Ashes of War storms? Divine Beast Frost Stomp. This Ash of War grants an armament to cold affinity and the following skill. Divine Beast Frost Stomp, a skill which imitates the wrath of the Divine Beast's dance. Lift a leg up high and stamp it down with great force. Sends a powerful wave of frost straight out along the ground. Can be charged to increase power and range. Usable on all melee armaments. Storms. That's gotta be like... It's a tornado, not a storm. Storm Caller. Storm Stomp. Storm Wall. I'm gonna hold off on this because the way I'm reading into that is that there is gonna be some storm stuff that we're gonna get here in this DLC. And I'm just gonna wait until I actually see the loot. A little bit disappointing that there wasn't a weapon, but oh, my souls though. I need to go spend them. I guess some of the Ashes of War, like the Lightning Axe of Nephili, also has some storms. Storm stuff, right? Lightning Storm? And the 5. Oh, exactly 0. Should also go back to the merchants down here and buy out the rest of his stuff. Damn it, I didn't leave the lift. I realize I spent a lot of time talking, but I think it's important. Now keep in mind, I'm not calling Elden Ring a bad game. I like the changes they have made from Dark Souls. I just wish that they would change the stupid coding as well and just make the game crisp. I've said it before and I will say it again. I think FromSoft's Dark Souls is outdated. It was a gimmick that worked a long time ago. Now it just impedes a lot of the enjoyment of a lot of the game. We saw it with the dragons, we saw it with this boss. It's just unfair for the designers of those bosses to have their creation be completely ruined, and it's unfair for us to have the experience ruined because of just crappy mechanics. Just crappy coding. Is that tree sap? It's not really moving though. Okay. O tower of ours hidden in shadow, O lofty spiral piercing the heavens, lead him safely unto greater godhood, and in divinity grant our salvation. Tower of Shadow message. interesting. Message left by Needle Knight Lida, addressed to kindred spirits who also pursue Michaela. Oh shoot, how did you pronounce his name? I completely forgot. Miquella? I don't remember. This weird way of saying it. The gate of divinity lies in the tower sealed by shadow. That is surely where kind Miquella is headed. We are no Empyreans, but we must locate the path that will lead us there. I will follow the crosses east. Damn, how was his name pronounced? Miquella? Miquella? I've been saying it wrong a lot, but then I learned it, then I forgot. Anyways, I forgot to check where the final passage that I missed is. I feel like I've seen it, as I've said, but I don't remember, so I'll do that off camera. Let's head down. Who's this? You try to talk to her again? Nah, we'll do that later. I think it's Miquella. Either way.
Righteous tarnished.
Welcome. You come often. You enjoy things. I like finding things. I like you. I for you, Lady Leda, her allies, and the things. I for you, things.
Cool.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. I guess we can cross that bridge now. Now we have to fight that thing too.
In battle.
I urge you, follow after Miquella.
Miquella. That's how you say it, Miquella. Alright. I'm wondering if the backhanded curved blade is actually better as just a weapon on your primary hands, and then you have a better weapon on your offhand to follow up with. We're gonna have to deal with this little horse. How dare you poke me like this? Oh, still alive, sir. Yeah, this works. Do I really need this? I don't think I do. Right, so there were some items up here, right? Listabolt. It's a pretty huge camp. Actually, multiple camps. What is that thing? Oh, it's... Looked like somebody was sleeping there. Oh, thought that was somebody. Ah, perfumers. Nice camera. Let's see. Gauntlets and axe. Let's see. War cry. Weapon used by soldiers who serve Mesmer the Impaler, a steel axe worn from use, a favorite of those who lost themselves utterly in their lord's war, capable of performing powerful charge attacks. War cry. War cry, I think it's just a basic. That's a lot of damage. Holy bananas. Let's take it a little bit easy. Where are you running off to? Perfumer robe. Miranda powder. Oh, nice. Fire spark perfume bottle. Oh, I think I know what this is. By the way, actually, in my recording with that boss, I had the option in one fight to spam my perfume bottles and win the game that way, but I just refused to do it. You won't see it, but it's true. Anyways, I think we got ourselves a new weapon, actually. Dexterity, C, and nothing else. Perfume bottle remade into a weapon by perfumers of the realm of shadow. Attacks release perfume powder producing sparks of fire. The crusade was a violent purge and the perfumers were not called there to heal. Kick. Alright, we'll try this later because right now it's a bit dark and I'll do this so you can see a bit clearer. This world is dark enough as it is, to be honest. We'll use the fragments. Oh, something's gonna happen up here. I think I will save that for some other time, because it's kind of late. A little bit tired from grinding at that boss, so... Man, do I have to check every tent here? Come on. Probably gonna be an item in one of these tents. Entrance to this tent. I guess this doesn't have one, or it's closed. Well, it's closed, there is nothing we can do, you know. If a tent is closed, we can't get in. That is precisely how tents work. Okay, this is moving in the other direction, towards the forest. Let's just make a cutoff point here. Although something's happening over there. Still look like Mesmer soldiers, so... We'll check out this place right here. What are we looking at here? Probably has a larval tier. Also, this I checked out. Oh, never mind, I did not. I have to find a way down there at some point. Okay. A little bit of a different weapon setup here. Seems like a pike and a round shield. Nothing. Nope. Closed shut. What is this? Ember of Mesmer. Is that new? Oh! Oh, this is the night that I lost the footage. There's actually a lot of them, so let's see if I can thin them out a bit. That is new. Not have that much of trouble with this gun. Actually, use my ability. Look at the red though. It's like it's this darkness to this red. It seems like corrupt. There's a little bit of black in it, if that makes sense. It's not like nice yellowy red. It's like a dark red with a little bit of black tone in it. Maybe this Mesmer guy is completely just obsessed with war, and just completely corrupted his mind. Fire Knights, the hell with your table. Alright. Fire coil? Tiny fire snake. No, I'm not gonna bother with that. Right, so we checked out this area right here. Checked out these camps. We just check out these camps too, I suppose. Yeah, let's check them before we... Marika's head is gone. The statue with her head. Anything here? Nope. Not easy to rob these guys when they don't have much. What's this?